Here are 5 most misunderstood verses in the Qur'an. What if I told you some of the most quoted verses about Islam are also the most misunderstood? Verses taken out of context, used to paint a picture of violence, while ignoring the full message of justice, restraint, and mercy. Today, we're going to do something different. We're not going to argue. We're not going to shout. We're going to read, understand, and reflect. Let's break them down, one by one. First verse, Surah At-Tawbah 9-5, the sword verse. This is the verse critics quote the most. It says, "Kill the polytheists wherever you find them." Strong words, no doubt. But here's what's missing context. This verse was revealed during a state of war, not peace, not coexistence, but active conflict. It referred to specific tribes in Arabia who broke their peace treaties, betrayed agreements, attacked the Muslims first. This was not random violence. This was a response to betrayal and war. And here's what many people never mention. Just one verse later, Surah At-Tawbah 9-6 commands Muslims to grant protection to those who seek peace, escort them to safety. Think about that. In the same passage, there is both warfare and mercy. So this is not a command to kill everyone. It is a rule of engagement in a specific war. Second verse, Surah Al-Baqarah 2-191. Kill them wherever you find them. Again, it sounds harsh until you read what comes before it. Surah Al-Baqarah 2-190 says, "Fight in the way of Allah, those who fight you, but do not transgress." This changes everything. This verse was revealed when Muslims were driven out of Makkah, persecuted for their faith, attacked and oppressed. This is not aggression. This is self-defense. And even in war, there are limits. Do not transgress. No injustice. No oppression. No excess. This is not a call to violence. It's a restriction on it. Third verse, Surah An-Nisa 4-89. Kill them wherever you find them. But the real question is, who is them? This verse is not talking about all non-Muslims. It refers to a specific group, hypocrites, people who pretended to be Muslim, then betrayed the community, and joined the enemy during war. In today's terms, this is treason during wartime. Not belief, not difference of opinion, but active betrayal in the middle of conflict. So again, this is not about ordinary people. It is about security during war. Fourth verse, Surah Al-Anfal 8-12. Strike their necks. This verse is often quoted without explanation, but it describes a very specific moment. The Battle of Badr, a battlefield, 2 armies, a fight for survival. This is war language during active combat, not for civilians, not for peaceful times, not for daily life. Every historical text uses strong language in war. The Qur'an is no different, but it is often taken out of that setting. Fifth verse, Surah Muhammad 47-4. When you meet those who disbelieve in battle, notice the key words. In battle. This verse is not open-ended. It is clearly about combat situations. And what comes next is even more important. After the fighting ends, prisoners are to be treated with dignity. They can be released freely or ransomed. This promotes restraint, not cruelty. Even after war, Islam encourages mercy. The summary. So what do we learn from all this? The Qur'an is not a book of chaos. It is a book of context. When verses about war are removed from their setting, they can be misunderstood. But when you read them fully, you see something different. Justice, restraint, accountability, mercy. Islam does not promote violence. It regulates it, limits it, and in many cases, prevents it. So the next time someone quotes a verse, ask them one simple question. What's the context? Because without context, even truth can be misunderstood.